Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Mama June took vacation with Anna Cardwell days before death. Mama June Shannon is sharing details of what her daughter's last days looked like. Anna Chickadee Cardwell passed away in December 2023. Prior to her death, Mama June said that her family had one last hurrah with Chickadee before her health took a turn for the worse. Keep reading to see what June has shared about Anna Cardwell's final days and their special trip. The From Nut to Hot star told people that the family had something special planned for Anna the weekend she died. Unfortunately, that didn't get to happen. However, the family was able to take one last vacation together. You see that in the season. We had something amazing planned for Anna to kind of do one last hurrah after we had our last family vacation, Mama June said. After returning from their trip on December 4, the family had planned something special for Anna. But after talking to her daughter, June realized that they would need to change their plans. Unfortunately, that Friday while the show's camera crew were headed to do what they needed to start, I called a crew member and said, "No, you'll need to turn around." We're here, June recalled the difficult days surrounding her daughter's death. She said that she knew it was the beginning of the end for Anna Cardwell after they returned from their family trip on December 4. We knew after we came back from our last vacation on December the 4th. We went to Gatlinburg. That's where she wanted to go. We went there the last week of November, Mama June shared. I kind of knew something was up when we was in and out the last couple of days, but we adored our time. After they returned from their trip, Anna Cardwell had visits from her nurses. They told the family that she was starting to transition. Mama June thought this was because she was just worn out from the vacation. But no, it really was she was just transitioning, she said. It was confirmed in March 2023 that Anna Chickadee Cardwell was diagnosed with stage 4 adrenal carcinoma. She died on December 9 at the age of 28. Much of the upcoming season of From Not to Hot will follow how the family deals with the devastating loss. So when the cameras were there, they were there the last 2 days, she said, referring to the web series. Did they catch her last breath? No. After the very last day that she was alive, they were there. You're going to see some of that footage just trying to figure out what we're doing. The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a golden shimmer across the rippling waters. The air hummed with the subtle sounds of laughter, distant seagulls, and the murmur of the ocean, all wrapped in the warm embrace of late summer. For Mama June and her eldest daughter, Anna, this wasn't just a vacation. It was a retreat into the quiet simplicity of life, a chance to reconnect and create lasting memories, even in the face of the heavy unknown. They had chosen a small, tucked-away seaside town where life slowed to a languid pace. It was the kind of place where the hours blended together, each moment melting like saltwater taffy under the sun's gentle touch. The narrow streets were lined with quaint shops, their windows filled with seashell trinkets and hand-painted signs advertising fresh lemonade. This was where they decided to pause time, where the pressures of reality could fade into the soothing rhythm of waves crashing against the shore. Anna, despite the battle she was fighting within her own body, smiled more easily here. Her laughter, once weighed down by the fears and uncertainties of illness, now flowed freely, buoyed by the ocean breeze. It was a sound that Mama June had missed, a melody that had once been part of their everyday life, now rare and precious like a pearl hidden deep in the ocean. This time together was a gift, a stolen moment away from the harsh glare of hospital lights and whispered diagnosis. On their first morning, they walked barefoot along the beach. The sand was cool beneath their feet, still damp from the tide that had recently receded. Mama June held Anna's hand as they wandered, their fingers entwined in a silent promise to hold on, to be strong, even if they didn't speak the words aloud. Each footprint they left behind was quickly washed away, but the memories they were making would be etched forever in their hearts. They spent lazy afternoons beneath the shade of a weathered beach umbrella. Anna, wrapped in a light blanket despite the warmth, watched the waves with a peaceful expression. Mama June would steal glances at her daughter, her heart clenching with a mix of pride and sorrow. Here was her baby girl, now a woman with her own battles, her own strength. And yet in this moment, she looked so young, so vulnerable. A child again, cradled in her mother's presence. They talked about everything and nothing. Stories from years gone by, shared memories from when Anna was just a little girl running around in pigtails, her eyes bright with curiosity. They laughed about the silly antics of their past reality TV days, the fame, the chaos, the craziness that once felt like it would never end. Now those memories were just pieces of a puzzle that no longer mattered. What mattered was the here and now, the laughter, the warmth of each other's company. One evening, as the sky blazed with hues of orange and pink, they ventured out on a small boat, gently rocking in the calm waters. Anna leaned into her mother, her head resting on Mama June's shoulder, as they watched the sun dip below the horizon. The world seemed to hold its breath in that moment. The only sounds were the soft lapping of waves against the boat and the distant cry of a lone bird heading home. Time stood still, and they let it, savoring every second. As night fell, they returned to their cozy rental cottage, a charming little place with creaky wooden floors and floral curtains fluttering in the evening breeze. They curled up on the sofa, wrapped in blankets, watching old movies. Anna's head would sometimes droop onto Mama June's shoulder, and Mama June would smooth her hair, the simple, instinctual act of a mother's love that never fades, no matter how old her child grows. Anna dozed off more often now, her energy drained by the day's small joys. Mama June would stay awake, listening to the gentle sound of her daughter's breathing, memorizing it like a lullaby. She knew these days were a gift, a bittersweet grace that would eventually slip away like the sand through her fingers. But for now, there was still laughter, still warmth, still love filling the space between them. They ventured into town on their final day, exploring the charming shops they had only admired from afar. Mama June bought Anna a bracelet, a delicate string of pearls, simple yet beautiful. Anna's eyes sparkled as she fastened it around her wrist, a perfect fit, and hugged her mother tightly. "I'll always wear it," she whispered, a promise wrapped in so much more. As they made their way back to the beach for one last stroll, the sky turned a deep shade of purple, dotted with the first stars of the evening. They walked slowly, side by side, their silence full of understanding. Anna paused in turn to face her mother, a soft smile playing on her lips. "Thank you, Mama," she said, her voice barely above a whisper, but carrying the weight of so much love, gratitude, and unspoken words. Tears welled in Mama June's eyes, but she blinked them away, refusing to let them fall. "I love you, baby girl," she replied, her voice strong, full of the fierce determination that had carried them both through so many trials. They hugged there on the sand, a long embrace under the gathering stars, as if trying to hold on to each other forever. As they headed back to the cottage that night, the world seemed just a little bit quieter, a little more tender. The vacation had been exactly what they needed, a time to reconnect, to hold each other close, and to find peace amidst the turmoil. Mama June knew that the road ahead was uncertain, that the battles they would face were heavy and daunting. But she also knew that love, this love, was the most powerful force they had. It was the anchor that would keep them grounded, the light that would guide them through whatever darkness lay ahead. In the days that followed, when the inevitable happened, Mama June would return to that seaside town in her mind. She'd remember the laughter, the warmth of the sun, the feel of Anna's hand in hers, and the quiet understanding between them. And in those memories, Anna would always be there, vibrant and full of life, wrapped in the golden glow of a perfect summer's day. This narrative captures the essence of their final days together, a poignant mix of love, strength, and the bittersweet nature of life when confronted with loss.